Good morning. Today is December 21st, 2021. I am Stephen Skacandy with the Skacandy Group at Remax Now, and we are mere days from Christmas. It's four and a wake up, three and a wake up, three and a wake up until Christmas. So had to think about that for a second. My kids just know that Santa's coming. So there we go. But today, what I wanted to talk about as we close out the waning days of 2021 and look at 2022, some things we might want to consider in terms of what the housing market's going to look like for 2022. These are just some basic factors that I think that we're going to be encountering. So want to discuss, make you aware of them. As always, if you want some more great information about this or other things in the real estate market, check out www.skacandygroup.com and a whole bunch of great stuff on that website for you. And then, of course, if you'd like to know the value of your current home, if you go to tinyurl.com, you can go there, check it out, and we'll go ahead and get you a market analysis and be able to keep you in the loop and update you periodically on what your home value is doing. So give you a second to copy that down. It's the tiny URL. And then we're going to get started on what we've got. Okay. So what are some challenges are we facing? And what are some things that we can expect as we go into 2022? Well, I think we can safely say, no matter what your political persuasion is, and that's all I'll say about that, that we can expect mortgage rates to rise. And we can do that because of the Federal Reserve printing money. Okay. They started printing money during the pandemic, and they've continued to print money to go ahead and ease things. But of course, that comes at a cost. And you might notice that you're paying more for goods and services than you did before. Okay. Because that's what happens when they print money. They devalue it and they make it worth less. Okay. So consequently, mortgage rates will rise. Now, what are they going to rise to? Well, no one knows for sure, of course, but we can anticipate that they will go higher than they currently are now. So if you look at the four big companies that look at this, you look at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, as well as the Mortgage Bankers Association, and of course, the National Association of Realtors, all of them say the lowest they'll be is about 3.3% going into 2022 to a high of about 4%. Okay. Now, let's put that in historical perspective. Yes, it's higher than what we've been accustomed to the last few years, but if you compare it to, say, the 1970s, interest rates on average were 8.86%, or the 1980s, which gave us great culture, great music, and a lot of great stuff. Unfortunately, their interest rates they can keep. Their average interest rates were about 12.7%. More recently, in the 2010s, 2010 to 19, they averaged about 4.9%. So even if we go up to about 3.5%, we're still looking pretty good overall. So that's why it's important to have things in historical perspective. I know nobody likes higher interest rates, but historically speaking, it's not that bad. The other thing we can look at and anticipate is higher home prices. So home prices will continue to appreciate. Now, I think what we've seen since really, March, April of 2020, we're not going to see home prices appreciate at that rate. I mean, that is excessively quick. Okay. Excessively quick. We'll see prices appreciate. We'll keep them above inflation. Once again, the big guys are saying that they're going to appreciate, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Mortgage Bankers Association, NAR, along with Zelman News. They see appreciation rates of anywhere of 3% on up to about 7.4%. So as long as it's above, 3%, that's looking real strong, real good. We had about 13.8% over the last year, which that's unsustainable over time. So expect more reasonable appreciation. And then, of course, home sales are going to continue to be strong. Now, the reason why I feel that is because people want to take advantage of interest rates going up and get in there before they get higher. Plus, they know prices are going up. Plus, of course, when you look at things from a historical perspective and relative perspective, we've got a lot of people coming into our area that are not Marines, not sailors, but they want to be by the beach and it's affordable here. So they'll come from, Virginia Beach. It's a lot more affordable than there. Maybe they had dreams of the Jersey Shore but couldn't afford that. So they'll come here. So that's why we're going to continue to see strong home sales along with our normal turnover of Marines and sailors coming and going. So we can expect that going forward. So what do you think about these prognostications? How does it affect you as you look at where life is going to take you over the next 12 months? That's why it's a great time for you to come by and see us and let's discuss. You can come see us at the Mini Four Corners. We're right there off Highway 210, right next to the Crooked Lotus and right next to Topsail Fitness. So we can exercise your mind. Then you can go next door, exercise your body, and then you can go drink off the gains on the other side of us. And when you're done, walk to the world's largest great white shark and get a t-shirt. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, we're going to cover housing numbers in Pender County, North Carolina. And of course, stay motivated. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.